In this video, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips to help you ace every virtual presentation that you deliver from here on in. What I'd like to do is to show you 2 videos where I'm presenting a single-slided presentation. And the data on the slide is from some research conducted by the University of St. Gallen along with Novo Office and HR Campus over in Switzerland. Now what they did was they contacted 841 companies in Switzerland and asked them what their key challenges were transitioning from the traditional way of doing work over to what they call the hybrid work model. Some people working from home, some people going into the office. So let's have a look at these 2 videos and let's see what we can learn from the difference between the 2. 89% of the companies cited keeping up and fostering corporate culture as one of the key challenges they face. 71% cited collaborate effectively within teams. 68% managed remote teams. 61 said uplift in IT security, and 60% said ensure mental health, and finally 45% said maintain high productivity. I promised you that I'd give you 3 simple tips that will help you to ace every virtual presentation that you'll deliver from here on in. So here they are. Tip number 1. Get the camera positioning correct. And by camera positioning, I mean the angle that the camera is with regards to your eye line. The best positioning would be if the camera was level with your eyes. Now sometimes this isn't practical. Sometimes you have to place your laptop down on a desk. Well, there are some desk stands that one can buy, and I would strongly recommend that you do this. Try to get that camera level as close to your eyes as possible. The second thing that you have to think about also is how far away you're sitting from the camera. My preference is to sit a little bit further back from the camera so that you can see what I'm doing as I'm talking. So get the angle right, get the distance between you and the camera right. The final thing to think about in terms of camera positioning is the lighting behind you. Think very carefully about whether you're coming across nice and clearly or whether there's a lot of light behind you and therefore you're coming across in more of a silhouette. Tip number 2. Probably the most effective thing you can do when you're delivering a presentation virtually is to look directly into the camera lens as you're talking. Now this is challenging, and I know it's challenging because it's so unnatural, especially when you have other people's videos on the screen. It's so tempting to be looking down at their videos as you're delivering your presentation. Not just at their videos, but also at your slide if you've got it on your screen as well. Try to overcome this temptation. By all means, look at people's videos from time to time just to make sure that they're still with you, to see their reactions to what you're saying as well. From time to time, it's absolutely okay. Look down at your slide, just remind yourself of what you want to say, but try as much as possible when you're talking to look directly into the camera lens. It gives the impression to your audience that you're really talking to them and really helps develop that connection, which is so important in a virtual presentation. Tip number 3. Bring your presentation to life with some energy. Now, what you really want here is a contrast. So a contrast between what? Well, on the one hand, you want to come across as someone who's composed and in control of him or herself. You want to contrast that composure with enthusiasm. How can I project enthusiasm as I'm talking to you? Well, facial expressions. My face should be alive as I'm talking to you. Gestures. I'm using my arms, my hands to emphasize, to support what I'm saying. Through my voice, I'm using things like intonation. I'm placing emphasis on the key points that I really want to stress as I'm talking to you. So, in summary, get your camera as close to eye level as possible. Look directly into the camera when you're talking. Balance composure with energy and enthusiasm. Let's have a look at video 2. By far the most cited key challenge was that of keeping up and fostering the corporate culture. 89% of companies cited this as a key challenge. The next 4 key challenges are the ones that you would expect companies to have cited as part of this transition. So namely, collaborating effectively with teams, managing remote teams, uplifting IT security, ensuring mental health. The majority of companies cited these challenges as key challenges. The one that was perhaps really surprising was maintaining high productivity. I think pre-COVID, most people would have expected this to be cited by more companies, the vast majority of companies at least. But actually, less than half of the companies cited maintaining high productivity as a key challenge. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, please feel free to share the link with other people and spread the word.